One time I was riding the train and I was minding my business and I saw a white male harassing a group of young black men. The protective matriarchal woman that I am almost immediately saw that he was being racist to these young boys. Their mother wasn't on the train, so I jumped up and I acted the way any protective woman would do. I let that man have it and let him know that those choice words and that behavior was not going to be tolerated in that very moment. I've used the word in the phrase sugar honey iced tea my whole life. It's an anagram for shit. And then sometimes when I'm amused or bewildered, I go, oh, sugar honey iced tea. You know, that kind of thing. I wrote this song in Puerto Rico about a year ago. I sat on it for like 9 months. Out of nowhere, I said, this needs some big band on it. So I told my management, look, we need trumpet, we need gospel, and it needs to feel like church. It needs to feel like it's coming alive, like it has a soul inside of it. Sugar honey iced tea. These bitches don't like me. These bitches wanna fight me and doing shit just to spite me. You know, I never look for anything. I don't ever search my name. I haven't searched my name in 2 years. And I don't engage in online drama. It's not something that entertains me or makes me feel comfortable in the slightest bit. So I don't look for nothing, you know, but every once in a while, some bullshit just gets swept onto my doorstep. I've seen some really choice words and feelings about me. Some from absolute strangers with absolute mad things to say, and some from people that actually used to really love me and used to love my music and think I was the greatest, coolest person in the world. And now that I have amounted with accolade or accomplishment, it makes them uncomfortable and they project their insecurities or their anger onto me. And it creates this tension or this hatefulness toward me. I see them talking on the IG. Think you jealous, maybe high key. What is your idea of what I do? What is your idea of what it took me to get there? Do you understand how hard and how much I've committed to hard work and making this work for myself? I've been doing this before 92, and I loved it just the same. And I would love it even if 1992 wasn't successful. Why? Because I'm a poet and I'm a musician. It's hustling no matter what you do. Art game, drug game, corporate game. You know, you have to hustle and you have to really know the schematics and the dynamics of it. I got the juice, I got the high C. Do I care? Unlikely. I got some juice. I got the high C, I got the Sunny Delight, I got the Tang, I got the Capri Sun. I got it all. I got the Kool-Aid Jammer. We got the pouch, we put the straw in. Juice is coming out. Look at me, I'm all juicy. You must have time on your hands with all that time you've been hating. I know you mad that I'm famous. I know you mad that I made it. With all the time you've been hating, you could have turned into something. Sometimes it works out for people. Sometimes it really just doesn't. Don't be upset with your choices and your decisions in life and project that onto me, because I ain't got nothing to do with that. You could have lived for yourself. You could have created something for yourself. But people, their minds run in a loop of insanity. They get upset and they get into these ruts and these cycles for years and years and years, and their psychologies never get better, and they never get to do the things they want to do because of fear, because of anger, because of the projection of the wrong energy. Don't do this shit to be famous. I do this shit because I love it. I shot at arrow, said fuck it. I took a chance, came from nothing. When I was 15, I worked at a corporate work study high school where they were preparing us to work at Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan and a whole bunch of corporate companies. And I already knew that it was not going to be my life, that my life was supposed to be colorful and alternative. This is the exact day job I've wanted since I was 15 years old. What I love about it, I love hanging out with a whole bunch of nerdy boys and smoking weed all day in the studio. Fun. Playing my Nintendo Switch. Love that. I just love it. I just love being in it. You have to go for it, want it. You have to rise up above it. If you go unexpected, well, girl, I think that you bugging. How you want what I have? You ain't working yourself. That toxic energy shit ain't really good for your health. What comes out of this is a big reflection of your heart. My heart has to be pure. Toxic energy, anger, and fear, honey, it'll kill you faster than cancer. And I've seen it in people. I've seen people look unwell. Their skin looks sullen. Their hair turned gray. They omit a kind of brown, yellow aura and energy. It's like a mood ring. You looking like a doo-doo brown. It's not glowing, honey, and it's showing. I think you need better goals, cause oh my God, you seem lost. You talking shit about my music, but what the fuck have you dropped? What the fuck have you done? Accolades you have none. Your lazy ways get you none. I go and pray for you, huh? Self-realization and Christ consciousness, the love and the humility of everyone, the acceptance and compassion of others, the true, genuine humility and kindness and love for your brother and sister. I take that really seriously. I'm on a train throwing soup, the racist men making threats. I'm not a gangster, but I could tell you I love to throw hands on racist bigots and scum. I don't like drama, it's dumb. I don't be fighting no women, I don't be toting no guns. There's a very powerful skit in the Fuji Score album that's changed my life forever. It says, it's so easy to shoot a motherfucker that look like you. You want to impress me, shoot the motherfucker that cut off my rent. That was very impressionable on me, and it made a lot of sense. It's so easy for us to be angry and to fight one of our own. But is it so easy to fight our oppressor? I hate domestic abusers. In fact, they all make me sick. This dude put wine on my friend. I'll punch him straight in this shit. Ah! I got that man in his face. Yeah, that really happened. I had a homegirl. She had a man that was very abusive. And he poured wine on her. We were both shocked. And she was shocked because she didn't know what to do. And instinctively, I follow him and I punched him square in his face. Unacceptable. Mistreatment of women, unacceptable. Violence towards women, unacceptable. Sexism or misogyny towards women, unacceptable. You play with one of my homegirls, you're gonna get touched. That is on that. That is on period. That is on my life. That is on my mother. That is one of the gifts that God has given me, to be a sister to women in need. That's a spiritual calling in my life. So sometimes I can speak with my words in diffuse situations. Sometimes I'm gonna have to teach somebody a lesson. He got taught a lesson that day, and then I kicked him out Martin style. You gotta go. I got a real code of honor that I take seriously. If Colin Kaepernick was a woman, then I'd be dead on one knee. I'm not in any way trying to compare myself to the great Colin Kaepernick. I use the metaphor for how much we take our principles seriously. He's made a commitment to his stances on Black power. He really means it, and he's sat out and has removed himself because he believes in something so deeply. And I've put myself in danger a lot because I believe in something very deeply. But I don't care because I got honor, and that's all that matters. My revolution is soulful. I'm healing kids with my hands. I'm talking love with my people, not fighting bitches for bands. I got no hate in my heart. I think it's funny I rap. I did not bang in these streets, and I did not trap in your trap. I'm a peaceful woman with a peaceful soul. I never was involved with street violence. I think it's funny I rap. I'm a fucking psychic and a witch. I became a rapper. Ooh. My aggression and my anger, if you're gonna catch me on some side like that, it's gonna be for defending my community.